started talking.
Mm-hmm.
On May 20th, 1975, we had approval to start our flood road repair work on the Colville Reservation. The tribe is the prime contractor and certified Indian loggers are the supply contractor. We are receiving monies from Bureau of Public Roads. Over $2 million went into the repair work, which include $80,000 worth of culverts, $480,000 worth for training for heavy equipment operators. Training include backhoe, crawler tractors, graders, scrapers, rollers, tampers, and chainsaws, and so forth. Road repair work was throughout the reservation in each of the 4 districts: Omak, Nispelam, Inchalim, and Keller. In each of the 4 districts, we had 1 supply contract with a minimum of 5 trainees, 1 foreman instructor, and 1 journeyman instructor. We also have a Bureau of Public Roads inspector on the job at all times to approve work and approve roads. There is 1 inspector for each district, and we have James Bryant of Bureau of Public Roads employee as roads engineer. He is a representative of the contracting officer in Portland, Oregon. For the tribe, John James is the training superintendent, Gabe Moses is the tribal engineer, and Barbara Kontasket is secretary. I know this is a very successful program because besides installing of culverts, which will prevent washouts in the future, ditching, grading, and rolling, we have taught a number of tribal members how to operate heavy equipment. This will help them get a better job in the future to improve their standard of living. We have 2 years or 2 working seasons to complete this program. Today we have completed flood repair work in the Nispelam and Keller district. By December we should be finished with the Inchalim district. We started in the Omak and Okanagan area in November of 1975, so we will complete this area in the year 1977. There are approximately 360 miles of road repair. In the future, we hope to get a similar road program. I have worked for the BIA for 16.5 years, mostly as a surveyor. During the summer, we have hired high school and college students. On our survey crews, which include staking, line, levels, and slope staking, a few of these students went on to finish in the line of engineering. Others have chosen other fields. There are a number of these men now working for the tribe who had one time worked for us through the summer. I know through experience as a surveyor that the more math you learn, the easier it is to advance. On the flood repair job, it is very important that besides learning to operate equipment, that each trainee learns to read slope stakes. On each stake, usually 50 feet apart, is marked to cut or fill, slope, the distance, and stations. The trainees are receiving an increase in pay every 500 hours that they operate machinery. Trainees are now on their second 500 hours, which is paying $6.46 an hour. We are trying to get another road contract so the trainees will be able to go on their third 500 hours. We will also be able to hire new trainees to start training all over again.
Okay.
I hope not.
What's that?
Okay.
You gotta be fairly wide to see that thing like the sign up there.
It's okay.
Maybe we could have her stand on something, make her a little taller.
Then I'll probably fall down. How many inches taller?
That should do it.
Is this where I was?
That's it.
It's like getting on a scale.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah, now we don't have to
So-
shoot quite so wide to get it all in.
Suddenly got 5 inches taller.
Okay, anything.
My name is Darlene Wilder. I'm the Adult Education Coordinator for the Colville Confederated Tribes. My name is Darlene Wilder. I'm the Adult Education Coordinator for the Colville Confederated Tribes. Basically, the adult education program was made up of administering GED tests and having adult basic education courses. And here on the shelves of a newly organized library in Inchelaim Learning Center, we have some of the materials that have been used in the learning centers for adult education purposes. At one point, they were primarily individualized, and not much has really developed from that approach. So now they're moving more to a one-to-one type of teaching strategy, and also getting more and more group things started. More than that, we are also directing our moves to get parents involved in committee groups for the different advisory boards for all the different federal programs that are funding some of the school programs, like in counseling, remedial math, reading, and special preschool programs. Some of those preschool programs are coordinated with the daycare centers, with the some are coordinated with the learning centers, and some are coordinated with the public health programs and the Bureau of Indian Affairs programs. So our adult education program is outreaching farther than it has ever attempted in the past, and trying to get all facets of education, from parent to being just a career person. The emphasis is going to be towards getting people happy with the job they're doing, no matter what the job is. We are especially emphasizing the different fields that are open to all sexes and all ages of people. No longer will there be a stereotyping, I hope, among the tribal enterprises to either male or just female or young or old, but that it will reach all ages, all groups, all areas. In our staff, we have the Learning Center programs. I'm going to cut there. So then you can move in there and I'll talk a little bit about the Learning Center.
Just check this. Cut 2 of your part. Put that on there.
Cut 2, adult education. Here we are located in the Inchaleum Learning Center, viewing a few people working with the daily routine here. In our adult education program, we are made up of a coordinator, secretary, learning center coordinator, 1 learning center director in each Omak, Nisqually, and Inchaleum district, and 1 assistant director in each of those districts. And there will begin a part-time director for the Keller district. Since you are involved in education, teaching experience is very necessary in the field of adult education and any education programs. In all the programs we have viewed through the tapes, you will notice that there is an emphasis on good public relations. If you can learn how to get along with people, you can learn how to do about most any job, and you will get along probably quite satisfactorily and happily.
Yeah, she's... Not Jimmy and Jody.
When I say
We'll want you to start with your name and your position.
Name, your title, and just
and then tell them get
Yeah.
into it.
And at the very end, when you finish, just give us at least 10 seconds of silence.
Yeah,
Don't
when-
say that's all, or is that all, or is that enough, or anything like that.
Yeah, just stop.
Just stop when you're through. And any other noise in the room is fine.
Yeah.
And go sit down, but don't get up until we say you can, okay?
We're ready anytime you are.
Sit down.
Okay, hold that microphone right up against you, like, no, not out in front of you, just hold it right against you, down lower. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Just hold it fairly close to you.
And when you first start talking, talk right into here. And that's through your name and your title.
Okay.
Once you get past that point, then you can refer to your notes, jump up and down.
Well, I didn't make very good notes because I thought I couldn't do it, and it's not going to hold up anybody any longer but trying to go make some good ones. So I don't have any good ones to use because
Whenever you're ready, then. Are you ready?
I just wish I would have told Darlene I'm not good. Okay, to give him the welcome. See. Over here, so you can see. Can I pause occasionally, like letting their voices come in a little more or something, or should I just keep going?
We can hear 'em.
Oh, okay.
Just go ahead.
Yeah, you can pause. If you think of something, just go ahead and start talking.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hello to each one of the viewers that is watching the film today. My name's Barbara McPhail, and I work with the Head Start program here in Keller. For those of you who are starting to seriously consider what career or what work you might want to follow in your adult life, Head Start might be something that you want to seriously give thought to, especially if you have sensitivity and enjoyment of working with young children. There's many qualities that's needed for a job like this. One is, aside from the sensitivity, is a willingness to learn about early childhood development and be able to work with peoples of all ages, because Head Start very strongly emphasizes the role of community and particularly parents in the development of their children. For a person such as the teacher assistant you see working here, one would need to at least complete high school, and then, if possible, get some training in early childhood development courses, which involved child development itself, would involve art, music, science, and this type of thing. If you can, try very hard to get additional experiences working with children right now while you are the junior high and high school age, because this will help you determine what age level you really want to work with and whether or not this is the field for you. One of the beautiful things about a career in Head Start is that, such as Diane is doing, is earning college credit while she is working on the job. We hope that at the end of this year that Diane will earn a CDA certificate, which is qualifies her to be a preschool teacher, such as in a daycare or Head Start program. After taking a look at this, we should also take note of the very important role that parents play in Head Start. And those of you who are viewing this film should also start thinking now about your role as a parent, and that this too is a career in itself. And whether or not you would ever go into teaching in a program, you would like to be a good parent. And one of the ways that you learn more about your child is by being involved in programs such as you see here. If you find that this is your niche, and this is what you really want to do and eventually would like to become a Head Start teacher or director, then you would need to go on and complete 4 years of college, and to be employed as a teacher director would also need to have minimum 3 years preschool or early childhood or elementary age teaching experience. There's probably nothing that is more exciting or rewarding, challenging, and at times very frustrating in working with children. But as we find here, the joys are tremendous. And any of you that might like to get a feel of a classroom, and maybe you're sitting there thinking, well, maybe not. Maybe I don't have the patience. A lot of times it's just a matter of learning some technique as you work with children. So we would like to invite you to come here to Keller, come and sit in, spend 2 or 3 days if it was possible, and actually be part of our classroom. Find out what all really does go on in a Head Start or daycare program.
So don't know what you were worried about.
Marvelous.
Oh, I left out the part about culture. I wanted to emphasize that because of...
I'll do the whole thing over?
Yes. Oh, I show through on that chart.
I saw.
Contractor. We are receiving monies from Bureau of Public Roads. Over $2 million went into the repair work, which include $80,000 worth of culverts, $480,000 worth for training for heavy equipment operators. Training include backhoe, crawler tractors, graders, scrapers, rollers, tampers and chainsaws and so forth. Road repair work was throughout the reservation in each of the 4 districts: Omak, Nispelem, Inchalim and Keller. Started talking? On May 20th, 1975, we had approval to start our flood road repair work on the Colville Reservation. The tribe is the prime contractor and certified Indian loggers are the supply contractor.